Everyday life's happening. Some days are more eventful. Others, living protected with insurance you can depend on changes your life for the better. We insure the people and things you care about. Not Agency. We'll help you find the right coverage so when life happens, you have the right insurance protection for your family and business. When life happens, live protected. Non-agency for all your insurance needs.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Tuesday, October the 10th. Ed Hanson is sitting over here next to me, Talking Horse Productions. And today you are here to tell us about
the gin game.
What is the gin game?
Well, first of all, it's the card game, not the liquor.
Okay.
Okay, and it's set.
It's a play.
It's a play. It's what's called a tragicomedy, kind of an unusual slash hybrid of a play.
Does it fall into the category of a dark comedy?
I wouldn't really say it's a dark comedy because dark comedies tend to be almost to the point of being absurd. Mm-hmm. And this is not in that direction at all. It's set in a nursing home. And the two characters that are in the play, Weller Martin, who is being played by me, and Fonzia Dorsey, who is an elderly woman that's being played by Carol Esty, they meet out on the sun porch. She's brand new to the nursing home, and she's very upset about even having to be there. And so he's been there for a little while, and he teaches her how to play gin rummy. Well, she proceeds to win every single hand. And Weller is kind of a competitive person by nature. He was a businessman, and you find out a lot about both characters as they play cards, but his competitive nature starts really kicking in, and by the end of the first act, you can see that he desperately needs to win a game in order to maintain his calm.
His sanity. And she's not letting him win.
And she's not letting him win. Well, she's not even really trying to win. I mean, sometimes they draw 3 times and she's got gin already. There's no explanation as to why she is having this incredible streak of luck. But
is she enjoying herself?
You know, that's part of the play, is that she really is kind of enjoying beating the pants off of him. Mm-hmm. And
it's making her stay at the nursing home just a little bit better because she didn't want to be there.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. How many people are in this production?
Just 2.
2 of you. So
that's right.
It's a 2-person play. That's got to be difficult.
Well, and I'll tell you, it's
2 people are doing all the dialogue.
It's hard enough just doing the dialogue, but you're also playing cards while you're doing the dialogue, and much of the dialogue is dependent on who discards at a particular time, or who draws a card, or picks up the discard.
So are you ad-libbing this?
No, it's all choreographed.
Okay.
So all of the card playing is choreographed, as well as knowing all the lines. So it's quite challenging.
So how long is it taking you to get this down to perfection?
Well, we open this Friday, so
is it down to perfection?
We're really close. We're really close.
It's not down to perfection yet.
It's not down to perfection yet, but it will be. Let's just put it that way.
Okay,
yeah, so we've been rehearsing twice a day for a couple weeks now.
How long is a play?
Comes in at about 100 minutes.
That's a lot of rehearsing, and that's a lot of talking.
It is, and there's a little bit of screaming, and there's a little bit of furniture throwing, and so it's exciting.
Okay, so you open this weekend.
We do. And it runs the 13th through the 15th, and then again the 19th through the 22nd.
So you open on Friday the 13th.
We do.
Are you a little concerned about Friday the 13th?
Not at all. I picked it on purpose.
Okay, so you're opening on Friday the 13th. It runs Friday evening, Saturday evening, a Sunday matinee.
Sunday matinees at 2.
That's for the old people.
That's right.
Okay, and then the following week.
Well, it's a play about 2 people in a nursing home, so I bet we draw a lot of that crowd. You know.
Okay, and then you run the following week.
And we do. Thursday through Sunday on the following week.
That's what is it, the 19th?
The 19th through the 22nd.
Okay.
Right.
All right, so you're going to be on Sunday too.
Yeah, and you know, this is a little bit of a different play for us because we often do newer things. Yeah. This is a play that was written in the 70s and won the Pulitzer Prize in '78. So We brought it out for that reason.
How do they get tickets?
TalkingHorseProductions.org, or they can call that number 573-268-1381.
Okay, Ed
All
Hanson,
right.
thank you so
Thank you
much
so
for coming
much,
by.
Paul.
Okay,
Appreciate
now
it.
stick around because I want you to meet this next guy. You probably met him in the green room, didn't
I
you?
did.
James,
Fascinating.
James Oehrmann.
Yes.
And he is a book author. Good to have you here,
Thank
James.
you, Paul.
First time on Radio Friends.
Yes, sir.
And I'm holding a book in my hand called A Collection of Tales by Jim Bohr.
Correct.
Now, wait a minute. You're James Oehrmann.
Oehrmann.
But
I'm
Jim-
also Jim Bohr.
You're Jim Bohr.
I'm both of those people.
Okay. The Collection of Tales. Tell me about it.
It is kind of a cross-genre book. It does have some historic fiction in it. It would be interesting to those people who like the Old West and history and all of that. And it also has some essays about contemporary issues in American and global society.
Yeah.
And it's all kind of based with a Buddhist philosophy.
Now,
So
how
it-
did you come about to write this book?
I guess basically I've always been interested in Buddhism, and most authors are somewhat autobiographical in their nature, and so parts of my life are kind of put through some of the stories as well to some extent. So
Are you dealing with Buddhism in the book?
indirectly, it's.
What do you mean indirectly?
Well, I mean it's not really kind of a black and white sort of thing of presenting Buddhism and this is the dogma and this is what it's about. It's more that I have kind of influenced or infused the story with Buddhist philosophy.
Okay.
So, for example, in one of the short stories, I use the Four Noble Truths, which are one of the foundations of the religion of Buddhism. And so
what are they?
each chapter is, well, that the life is suffering, that the suffering is caused by our grasping or wanting things, and that there is a path to the freedom from that, and that freedom is called nirvana or nirvana. So basically, if you want, you could just kind of briefly look through the book.
Yeah. Do you find that when people reading this book, they end up asking more questions than getting answers?
Well, I think that depends on the particular reader.
Yeah.
It's it's not necessarily there to give you all the answers,
It's
but
not
to
there.
enable you to find your own answers.
Okay,
think,
I
is
like
the-
that. I
Yeah,
like that. It's not there to give you all the answers, but you have to find your own. Is that a philosophy of
It
Buddhism
is,
too?
yes.
Okay, so you're kind of letting it flow out here right now.
Sure, exactly.
It's called A Collection of Tales, and where is it available?
It is on Amazon. If you search Jim Bohr and A Collection of Tales in Amazon, you will find it.
So go to Amazon.com, put in Jim Bohr, it's spelled Jimboer,
Yeah.
and A Collection of Tales. Any other books in there too?
Yes, I've written a hand-loading book.
That's called, but this one's by James Oehrmann.
Yes, that's by James Oehrmann.
Okay.
Also readily available and findable at
On
Amazon,
Amazon.com.
as well as the internet in general.
All right, Jim, thank you. Jim, James, whichever name you're going
James.
by today. Thank you for coming and visit us on
Thank you,
Radio
Paul.
Friends. All right?
Thank you, Paul.
Out of time. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.